Well, Henshaw here again, your local friendly constitutional coop from California. And a lot of you may have heard that the DemoRats, after this massive election defeat, are going to try to get some salvation with the constitutional amendment to limit uh, the terms that justices on the U.S. Supreme Court can serve. Now, to be sure, the Constitution overtly maybe doesn't say that it's a life tenure or when you die or whatever. But the big deal about that is, in order to have an independent judiciary, this is exactly the thing we have to avoid. So you can't get there. But even worse for the DemoRats, and probably none of them are going to understand what I'm saying here. And at the moment, maybe not nearly as many Republicans who should understand it, but they can't get an amendment. Because to do that, if you read Article 4, it takes 75% of the states. And if we have 50 states, it would take 36 of them. And it's not going to happen. Because as you'll learn from getting my modestly priced constitutional defense document package, send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. Not only can I prove there are no sovereign independent states remaining which were admitted into this union, I can do it in fine a cappella expert witness testimony off the top of my head. And that's the sort of thing you'll get if you get my materials and I make a Zoom appearance in your hearing. It's going to bring things to a stop. They're not going to know what to do, just like they didn't in Columbia, South Carolina. And I shut them up in 90 seconds of the arraignment. Never saw it coming. But that's the situation. The justices on the U.S. Supreme Court know it right now. And now with Trump back in office soon and with Republicans controlling the Senate, they're there for the next 10 to 12 years and maybe more. And that's our opportunity and their opportunity to make up for lost time. Because that court's been complicit, and I told them that they know it. And all doing this crap, going back to Owens of Cephas Roberts, 8, back in the mid-30s when Bill FDR was in office. And he switched sides, so switch in time that saved 9, but cost us our federated Republican form of government of defined and limited powers. And that's what puts all you people behind the 8 ball today in administrative tribunals where you don't have a chance in hell. Yet we have a right to a trial by jury according to the course of the common law from day one. And judicial courts, too, those have to be there. They're not optional, but they're not there, and you will learn why. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. I can tell you exactly what's going on here. And the justices now almost certainly will have our backs on a lot of the unopposed issues that we present. And not only that, if we get to the U.S. Supreme Court, it's going to be a quick trip on an express train. And the other side is going to get proper service of process, which you'll learn is nothing remotely related to what you got in the administrative tribunals. And that alone beats them. But it just gets better and better here. Because we're right, they're wrong. We have creator endowed inalienable rights. They exist in an authoritative, atheistic government that needs to finally be given given a way to get out and go away from it. Just quit and stop. I'm not putting it real great here, but they need to dissolve. We need to get a lawful government back in there. And if we do that, a Republican form of government of defined and limited powers. That's those racist framers who ordained and established this Constitution to ensure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Not the New York banksters, not homeowners associations, not corporate landlords, us. And yet we're not seeing any of that right now. We need to get back to it and do it forthwith. And it'll return the nation to greatness, just like what Trump wants to do, make America great again. And we can be. And you can be a big part of it. And not only that, you'll be doing it to help your family and your posterity. It doesn't get any better than that. And this is the only nation right now ever conceived that we can do it. But if we set the example here for other nations, particularly European ones, wow. And I think they all have a similar concepts there. We have a great constitution. Thank goodness for that. And if we get back to it, that's all we need to do. You're going to learn all about that, which you never did in the mandatory public education system. They don't want you to know any of this stuff. So that said, for more information about my material, send me an email, youwinningcourt@gmail.com, and we can hook up, work together, and take care of a lot of trouble that you may have on the front burner here with all these damn corporate agencies. It's that good. So that said, remember to like the videos, tell your friends, get the word out. The quicker we take action, the quicker we get our government back, and we can go from there. Thank you.